From just changed everything we thought we knew, and if you missed these clues, you're about to see season 4 in a whole new way. There are hidden details in the season 3 finale and throughout the series that set up the biggest mysteries, the wildest twists, and the answers we have been searching for since season 1. In this video, I'll reveal every crucial clue you missed, plus how each one set up what's coming in from season 4. From the Man in Yellow true purpose, to the secrets behind Julie's time walking, to how the town's darkest history is about to come full circle. Welcome, my name is Christian from Being Premiere, and let's begin.
You can visit the chapters, but you can't change them.
Okay, let's get into the solid details we do have, starting with production. The good news is they're heading back to Nova Scotia to film. Filming is set to kick off summer 2025. Any past seasons are anything to go by. That means around 5 months of shooting, plus a few more for post-production magic. Added it all up, and yeah, we're looking down at early 2026 release date. I mean, hopefully. And look, I know that feels like an eternity, especially after season 3 left us hanging like that. It's definitely a longer wait than we have had between previous seasons, but hopefully it means that they're taking the time to get it absolutely right. Now, thinking about what we can actually expect story-wise in season 4, as season 3 blew the doors wide open, we got those massive reveals about the monsters being former humans who made that horrifying sacrifice, plus the introduction of time travel with Julie being a story walker, and Tabitha and Jade being reincarnations, but more than that, lovers. So season 4 has to dig deeper into all of that. We're definitely going to explore the town's origins, hopefully more, explaining that whole ritualistic sacrifice backstory for the creatures, and who or what is behind it all. That malevolent mastermind, likely the Man in Yellow, needs to be front and center. Plus, with time travel now officially on the table in a way, things get really interesting. Even though Jim got brutally killed off, the possibility of him coming back via Julie's story walking, it sounds like Julie's ability to potentially revisit or witness past events, even if she cannot change them easily, is going to be a massive for uncovering clues and maybe just maybe finding a way to break the cycle.
No one can change a story once it's been told.
Even going back to season 1, if you ask me, Julie's time walking is not just a flashy plot device, it could actually be the missing piece that cracks the entire mystery wide open. I mean, think about it. Imagine Julie actually walking through the town in the 1800s, seeing those Civil War soldiers that Jade was hallucinating, maybe even witnessing the arrival of the first people trapped there. Or even crazier, what if she could see the town's actual creation, witnessing the origin of the monsters, seeing that first horrifying sacrifice play out? That would be insane and could give us the answers they desperately need. And hey, it could also explain the weird mix of eras we see. Why is there a 1950s style diner next to Colony House, which feels much older? Julie could potentially walk into the past and see how these different patches of time got stitched together. Maybe even see when Victor was a kid, alongside events from centuries before. It opens up the possibility of truly understanding what and when this place is, not just where. That historical exploration, seeing the layers build up through Julie's eyes, will be incredible and could finally give us the concrete answers instead of just clues and whispers. I mean, Victor's drawings have always had this treasure of cryptic hints, right? That drawing of what looked like a tsunami hitting the town, or the one suggesting those terrifying spiders. These are not just random doodles, they feel like fragments of the town's history that only Victor witnessed or remembers in flashes. Julie being a story walker could finally give us context for those drawings. Imagine her slipping back in time and finding herself in the middle of the tsunami event, seeing how the townspeople or whatever era that was deal with it. Or maybe she walks into the forest past and comes face to face with those giant spiders Boyd and Sarah saw. Seeing these events will not just be cool horror moments, it could answer huge questions. Were those things part of the town's natural cycle, or were they specific punishments or events triggered by the entity? Julie could potentially become a living archive of Fromville's entire history, connecting the dots from Victor's fragmented drawings into a make-sense, terrifying timeline. It takes those unsettling images and makes them potentially verifiable parts of those paths she could literally witness. Okay, so beyond Julie potentially time hopping through Fromville's greatest hits of horror, we got that other massive reveal, Reincarnation, Tabitha and Jade realizing they're Miranda and Christopher reborn. That completely changes the game. Season 4 has to explore what this means practically now that they know they lived this nightmare before. Do they retain specific skills or knowledge subconsciously? Tabitha knew things about objects in a subconscious way, like the bag from season 2. I mean, think about their shared goal from past lives. Those kids seem central to everything. With Tabitha and Jade aware of their past connection to this mission, they're likely going to double down on figuring out how to finally break the cycle and free those spirits. Maybe the past knowledge, combined with Julie potentially seeing past events, is the key. It connects time travel and reincarnation elements. Julie sees what happened, Tabitha and Jade understand the why from their past failures. And hey, it also raised the question, are there other characters' reincarnations too? Boy, Donna, Sarah, are they unknowingly replaying roles? Season 4 could start dropping hints, making us look at everyone differently. Maybe Elgin. In all these huge cosmic revelations about time loops and past lives, the immediate human cost just keeps piling up. Season 4 has to deal with this raw grief and practical problems left over from Season 3. I mean, think about Kenny and Julie. Kenny lost his mom in a brutal way earlier in Season 3. That shared trauma, losing a parent in this nightmare place, could forge a really strong, maybe even painful bond between them in Season 4, even more than we have seen. We might see them trying to navigate that grief together, trying to make sense of loss, but nothing else makes sense. I mean, Julie even changed her hair. And then there are those physical and personal issues. Elgin losing his eye, that's a permanent reminder of the danger, and how does the town handle that kind of injury long term? Does everyone will know how he lost it, as we know Boyd did it? That could cause friction with Acosta even more, as she knows what happened. Plus, Boyd leadership is bound to be shaky after Jim's death and the overall chaos. Could we see Kenny really and potentially take over as sheriff? Boyd might be too consumed by grief or the bigger fight, as we know Smiley. Because Boyd knows that he's back, so he will be looking back for revenge against him. Also, you cannot forget Fatima, she's mom to one of those creatures, so how does she even begin to process that? What does it mean for her, for Ellis, for their future? Is she marked now? Can it happen again? The whole storyline is terrifying and has massive implications for everyone, a safety and understanding how the town works. So beyond the character arc and the immediate fallout, Season 4 has to tackle some of the fundamental questions. The biggest elephant in the room is still the man in yellow. We know he's bad news, we know he killed Jim, but who or what is he really? Is he the ultimate creator of this place? A prisoner? Maybe. The physical manifestation of the entity controlling everything. Season 4 needs to give us his origin story, and crucially his motive. Why enforce these rules? What does he gain or win? Season 3 gave us the what about the monsters, but not the why of the place itself. So why? With the creators promising answers maybe, Season 4 feels like the time we might finally understand the nature and origin of Fromville. What if the boy in white and the man in yellow are actually two sides of the same supernatural force? Think about it, the boy in white always shows up, offer cryptic guidance, nudging the characters towards hope or sacrifice, while the man in yellow is pure evil and enforce the rules of Fromville. Maybe they're manifestation of the same entity duality, hope and despair, creation and destruction. But there's something about chess that keeps popping up in From, like when Kenny and his dad are playing chess. Father Catherine holds the chess piece. What if the whole dynamic is between a father and a son, between the boy in white and the man in yellow? It's a cosmic chess game between a father and a son, with the townspeople as their pieces. That would be amazing, and I cannot wait to see that. So what do you think? Is the whole show one big chess piece between hope and despair? This core mystery is the villain, the location, the other entities. Hopefully we get more explanation in Season 4. On its Christian from being premiere, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye one.